Wow, what a beautiful day. It's about 70 degrees. And I'm right up against the southern part of Bradley County. This one's going to be pretty quick. And I'm going to be talking to you about cleaning your visor. I've seen some other videos about this, and they've used some fancy products, some high-dollar products, and I'm not sure that they're as good as what I use. So let me give you a little history. When Glover International was about 16 years old, I took aviation training, pilot training. And on the very first day, the very first thing that Mr. Miyagi told me to do, no, his name was not Mr. Miyagi. His name was Seymour Lugg, L-U-G-G. So when he would sign his name, it would be S. Lugg. And so a guy can't go through life with a name like that, so very early on he got the nickname Sluggy. So my aviation trainer's name was Sluggy. Anyway, the very first thing that he had me to do on the first day, and then every day thereafter, was to clean all of the windows of the airplane with Pledge. And when I was 16 years old, he handed me a towel and the Pledge, and I kind of gave him a look, and I was like, Pledge? And he was like, sure, man, this is the best thing. I've used it on all of my airplanes from the beginning. And he was in his 50s. So, if it is good enough for aviation, which has got some really strict controls, then it's certainly good enough for me to put on my visor. And thinking about this, I checked online the other day, and I just punched in Pledge on plexiglass, and what I got was pretty much expected. I got aviation forums. It was funny because I got one where a guy actually asked the question, what should I clean my windows on my new aircraft? And guys came on and told him a couple of products that were specifically for aviation and were probably really expensive. And then finally a guy came on and said, I use Pledge. And after that, it was kind of like the dam had burst and everybody could let down their hair. And, you know, the next one was like, oh yeah, I use Pledge too. I just figured maybe you wanted something that was specifically for aviation. And then another guy came on and said, I've owned my Cessna for 30 years and I've used Pledge on my windows from the beginning and they still look great. And another guy even came on and said, I work for a company that has a fleet of aircraft, and it's actually in their employee handbook to clean the windows specifically with Pledge. So there you go. I use Pledge on my visor and I'm very happy with it.